everyone, my name is Hao Bai. We are the group 4. The team members are 家园徐、王世长、明辉章、辛云成 and 洪伟照. Today we are going to talk about Starbucks ethical dilemma. They have 6 parts: background, define ethical dilemma, define leadership style, analyze leadership style, reasons and the impact of leadership style, suggestion and conclusion. First, I will talk about background. Philadelphia Starbucks arrested 2 black people and faced a leadership test. These people are waiting to see a business partner, but they are waiting without buying anything. The store manager asked them to leave, then refused and explained that they were there to meet someone. The manager called the police because they refused to leave, and the police arrested them. But the other Starbucks customers recording the arrest on his mobile phone. In an interview after the arrest, the woman who filmed the video mentioned that she had already been sitting there, and she was not asked to leave, even if she did not order food. The video also showed the black man's business partner showing up during the arrest. He asked the manager and the police what the man had done wrong. The public is called discrimination and racist. The arrested led to protests and silence at the Philadelphia Starbucks the days following the event. That's all. That's my friend Jia Yuanxu to talk. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Hao, by introducing the background for us. I'm Jiayuan Xu. Now I will analyze the ethical dilemma of Starbucks. So what is the ethical dilemma? An ethical dilemma is one in which a person has to choose between 2 options, both of which are morally correct but conflict with each other. Cost travel for you. Moral dilemma is like a crossroads. However, choosing where to go next depends on weighing moral choices rather than following simple directions. Ethic and moral are inseparable since they both deal with questions of right and wrong. What constitutes ethical behavior is demanded by society or the culture norm, while what constitutes moral behavior is up to the individual or decided based on his own sense of right and wrong. Shortly after Johnson became the CEO of the Starbucks, he faced an Atlantic dilemma at the Starbucks coffee house. 2 black men were arrested because they sat at the coffee house without ordering for coffee. The 2 men claimed that they sat at the coffee house because they were waiting for someone. A woman recorded the video, and this led to the protest. The woman who recorded the video said she had sat at the coffee house without ordering for coffee, and no one had a problem with it. This was therefore a cause of the racial discrimination protest around the coffee house started. Johnson's ethical dilemma is how to deal with this incident and choose for the various solutions. Johnson needs to apologize to the public. Although this incident was not what Johnson thought, This incident was recorded in a video. As a CEO of the company, he wanted to give the public an explanation. It is also difficult to close the coffee shop or keep the coffee shop open. Closing the coffee can solve the problem of the racial discrimination. He can train all Starbucks employees to treat all customers equally during this time, in order not to happen again. And keeping the coffee open can ensure that Starbucks turnover reduce the company losses. Okay, that's my part. And Wan Chang will tell us the leader of the Starbucks to solve it.
Thanks. My name is Wan Xichang. Now I will introduce my part. The CEO of Starbucks took immediate action and against the unethical issue, which occurred in the Starbucks Philadelphia. Moreover, his response was quite overwhelming. Kevin related action portrayed that he understood the situation very well and showed everyone that he is capable of handling various ethical issues. Kevin fired the manager of the branch as he played an important role in the ethical dilemma. This action is also supported by Hassan. The other thing which CEO did was to take the responsibility of his employees' mistake and ask for the apology from two black men through video message and tweet. Moreover, he met them face-to-face better image. These properties of the CEO portray his basic leadership and principles. In addition, he ensured that Starbucks will provide its customers with safe and welcoming environment. The CEO also introduced the use of the third-place policy, according to which anyone can sit in Starbucks with spending money. Lastly, he closed 1,000 stores to conduct proper training of the employees in order to avoid another ethical issue and handle protest. Johnson focused on establishing a community and insisted on shared values. He wanted to provide the customer with the most ethical environment. Therefore, closed 1,000 stores and highlighted the importance of connectedness and its poor. Also, he asked for the apology and was involved in the actions which prompted effective handling of the issue. CEO's actions played a very positive role in the handling the anger of the customers. Jackson took the responsibility of the issue and fixed the problem very effectively. Moreover, he clearly stated the mission and vision of the company and established strategy to support them. The follow-up actions such as meeting the witness, training of employees, and video apology was highly appreciated by everyone. Next, please.
Thank you, Wan Shi. Now I'm going to analyze Starbucks' leadership style. Kevin Johnson is a servant leader as he is always devising ways to give value to its customers and provide them with the required services. In addition to this, Johnson is also very concerned about Starbucks' 330,000 employees and exhibits the servant leadership style for keeping everyone on the same page. Johnson was extremely attentive towards the problems faced by Starbucks. He listened to every single detail of the case very dedicatedly. The CEO was quite emphatic toward the victims, and as mentioned before, he asked them for an apology. He read the case and was fully aware of the situation. He took actions regarding to the requirements. Johnson was persuasive during the whole situation. And lastly, he was extremely unselfish as he took responsibility for the events. All of these attributes show his serving leadership behavior. The CEO of Starbucks, Kevin Johnson, follows the servant leadership model. The CEO emphasized on all these six elements shown in the imagery for better serving the customers. He believed that customers should be highly valued. Therefore, he took immediate actions on the disturbing event of two black customers. Johnson believes in developing people and community. The CEO personality shows that he provides his leadership services for benefiting the business performance, share the leadership, and lastly, display his action openly. Therefore, it is quite evident that the main reason for Kevin Johnson is to serve. Kevin Johnson pays a lot of attention to customer value creation. And to explain this quality, the presentation took the help of the customer value creation framework for better elaboration. The main reason why Johnson cares about customer value is that it helps in increasing customers' satisfaction level and their experience. Customer value is essential for enhancing their loyalty, companies' market share, efficiency, and profit margins. Therefore, the firm's resources and capabilities are used by the leaders to enhance consumers' value proposition and perception. Johnson also used the company's internal and external sources for satisfying the consumers. I'm now going to hand you over to Xing Yun.
Okay, first of all, his response can encourage employees to improve the moral shortcoming in their work, such as the difference in how employees treat their guests and the people of different skin color, which rings an alarm for all employees. This also proves that his leadership style matches his personal morality and redefines his personal setting in public. Another point is that it can promote the leadership style and the company's leadership. His initiative represents Starbucks' correct approach in dealing with such incidents and can quickly and accurately convey his leadership culture. He also played important roles in the upgrading of corporate culture. His response also enhanced the tolerance of Starbucks corporate culture and made the public have a better impression of Starbucks. Okay, and next we will talk about the impact of his move on enterprise. First of all, this undoubtedly let more people know about Starbucks, which is equivalent to free advertising, and in the aspect of Starbucks training, it is clear about the company's value so that employees can actively realize whether they have the same views as the companies so as to enhance the themes of corporate identity. For the loyal customers of Starbucks, this move can enhance the stickiness of its customer and make customers who love Starbucks choose Starbucks more, which is easier to produce customer efficient. Finally, it skillfully improves the company's weakness in public relations ability, and also improves and refines the company's rules and regulation. Okay, next, let my partner give some suggestion.
Thank you, Xingyun. So now I'm going to make some suggestions about how to raise the standards of leadership and management in the future. Before that, let's review what did the leader of Starbucks do. First, Johnson issued a public apology and fired the manager immediately after the incident. Then, Johnson emphasized the values and the philosophy of the company and temporarily closed the store. You can see that an excellent leader usually take responsibility bravely. Actually, this truth is very simple and easy to understand, but unfortunately, many enterprises still fail to do so. Then the leader should create a good corporate ethical culture and establish good values is very important. A good ethical leader, his behavior should priority attention should be paid to employees, consumers, and communities, rather than profits, including the employees' training of the enterprise values. Leaders can also encourage open communication at work with employees. More interactive can help employees to better understand the leadership and the values of the enterprise. A sincere leader is very attractive, both in the face of customer or in the face of staff. After the ethical dilemma, actively face the customer and the staff to carry out sincere communication is a very meaningful behavior. Leaders should create a community within their own enterprise to keep himself, staff, and customers closer. Stimulate the values of resonance. In general, Johnson's behavior after his ethical dilemma gives us a good example, and we can clearly understand the values of Starbucks based on his behavior. That's what he wants, and that's what makes a good ethical leader. And that's our presentation today. Thank you, everyone.